Dominic. Mike, I'd like you to meet Dominic Barone, the man responsible for the design and production of this engine. This is my new associate, Mike Ross.
It's just a kid. You're trying to steal his soul before he hits puberty.
Okay, obviously.
You're still upset about our labor negotiations.
My workers took a big hit.
And McKernan took a bigger one, both of which poised the company to be strong for years. I was always straight with you about that.
Sophisticated words for a guy who screwed us.
Look, I'm sorry you feel that way, but you have to admit, I did have the courtesy to do it from the front.
Wow. Yeah, he really appreciates what you've done for the company.
Robert Stenzlin, I'd like you to meet your new associate, Mike Ross.
We're not paying him what we pay you.
Nor should you, but I assure you he's highly effective.
Well, I'll believe it when I see it.
I had him read your corporate lease last week. Ask him anything.
That's a 300-page document. Okay, what are the terms?
Okay, I have no idea what you're talking about.
Named Lessee was the parent company, Glendon Enterprises.
35,000 square feet at 19 West 57th, $80 a foot, expires in 6 months with an option to extend, exercisable in 30 days.
Who signed the lease?
You did.
What's my middle name?
The letter L.
What happens in the event the company no longer exists?
That wasn't in the lease.
How can you be sure?
Because the lease I read wasn't 300 pages, it was 364. And I could tell you what's on any one of those pages, but I can't tell you that. That's how I can be sure.
Excellent. You can get him started on the new deal right away.
New deal.
Yeah. I have found a buyer willing to spend $200 million for the ground underneath the flagship factory.
Where are you moving manufacturing?
Well, that's the beauty of it. The real asset of McKernan Motors is the name. We move overseas, we save ourselves a bundle.
Upfront payout while retaining the name and maintaining cash flow over time. That's genius.
Exactly.
We'll take care of everything.
Okay.
Right.
Thanks.
Really?
Jesus, I knew he was cheap. I didn't realize he was an idiot.
What are you talking about?
The asset's not the name, it's the quality. He moves overseas, he's gonna kill the goose that laid the goddamn golden engine.
Wait a minute, I thought you didn't get emotionally attached to the client.
I'm emotionally attached to me. Look, I made a bet that this company would grow and my billables would grow with it. We're holding a pair of aces and this asshole's trying to fold.
So, what are you gonna do?
I'm not gonna do anything. You're gonna go through those bylaws and you're gonna find me a way to get rid of Robert Stenzlin.
No. I have to go see my grandmother.
Is she dying?
No.
Cancel on her. Now, what'd you find me on McKernan Motors?
The board can't vote for at least 24 hours after the CEO presents a deal involving the sale of company land.
But Stenzlin already presented it to the board.
Right, but Stenzlin isn't CEO.
I wrote those bylaws myself. He's CEO.
Page 238, clause 137 states, if the CEO dies, an interim CEO will be appointed until the board convenes an election vote, which can't be called till the next fiscal quarter, in this case, next Thursday.
So they can't vote him in until Thursday?
Thursday.
Okay. Well, prepare the due diligence for me to take to Stenzlin, but I don't want anything ready to sign.
Where are you going?
Out. I have until Thursday to find a new CEO.
Huh.
What?
Oh, nothing. It's just 6 hours, 1,500 pages, and I found your mistake.
Yeah, you found the one mistake I made while drafting those bylaws a dozen years ago when I was 2 years younger than you. A mistake, by the way, that's gonna help me get rid of Stenzlin.
Mistake.
I spent a day with a top headhunter I know who couldn't produce one legitimate CEO candidate by Thursday.
What about that Dominic Barone guy who runs production? He said he was responsible for the engines and clearly cares about the workers.
No, he's not the guy.
You're scared you can't convince him because he hates you. I get it.
Nice try.
Harvey, glad you could make it. We were about to sign the papers.
I got word back at the office. I just came to see how Lewis was getting around the bylaws.
I don't know.
I'm at somewhat of a loss.
Robert, I'm sorry. This is what was holding up your due diligence. Technically, you're still interim CEO until the board votes you in on Thursday. If protocol isn't followed, it leaves you with huge litigation exposure.
That's right.
Well, I imagine we should hold off then.
Please don't blame Lewis. It's my fault. We usually have senior partners oversee transactions like this because junior partners, they tend to miss things. See you Thursday?
1 second. Just so you know, you were a junior partner till recently.
There's a reason I'm not anymore. I need you to prepare the draft CEO candidate speech for Thursday.
Well, I thought you were supposed to back off.
Yeah, I'm supposed to do a lot of things. I'll call you with the plan on my way back.
From where?
From convincing the man who hates me to do what I say.
Oh, right. You mean the guy I suggested you go to in the first place?
Do you remember that whole getting it thing I was talking to you about?
Well, I can't even gloat.
Gloating's fine. You just have to not suck at it.
Okay. Thank you so much.
It hurt.
Robert? Harvey. You know, I have to admit, I almost didn't see it coming.
Excuse me?
It's the delay in the due diligence. It just didn't smell right. So the only thing it could be was that you were going after my CEO appointment. So since I'm still within my rights to move a board meeting, I did. I was voted in today at noon. And tomorrow the board will ratify the sale of the factory. And now I'm firing your firm. And I'm firing you. Try the croissant, gentlemen. Marmalade's fantastic.
Follow me. I need you to go talk to Dominic.
What? Why? Stensland's already CEO.
That won't matter if we just buy the damn company.
What? Why are you still working?
One of my creations. Not leaving it unfinished. The hell do you want?
I'd be happy to tell you if you put that wrench down.
You're quick with the jokes. I'm the guy who just got fired.
You're right. I'm sorry. What would you say if I told you we could get your job back and stick it to Stensland?
I'm done with Harvey and his plans, yeah?
You were there. We got fired, too.
You and Harvey still have jobs? He doesn't care about anybody but himself, including you, Mike.
Yeah, you're probably right. But he did stick his neck out to keep your company here. And he does have an idea that requires your help, so you can stay here and call him an asshole, or you can come with me and we can help him.
You know, it goes from 0 to 60
In the blink of an eye. Did you bring me down here to tell me I can drive this?
Better. For $250 million, you can own it.
McKernan Motors is for sale?
If we act fast.
I'll need to see the financials.
You put together a letter of intent, they'll get you the financials.
You know, their real asset is engine quality. I don't want to just buy the name.
Speak of the devil. Lawrence, I'd like you to meet the man responsible for every McKernan Motors engine ever built.
Wow, Dominic Barone. Very nice to meet you.
Good to meet you. I'd like to show you something if you have a minute.
Absolutely.
So, how do we get an offer to the board before they vote to ratify the deal tomorrow?
You're gonna go through those bylaws and you're gonna figure something out.
I don't have to look through them and figure it out because I just did.
Well, what took you so long? Trying to look like me?
Each of you have had 24 hours to review the documents in front of you. So at this time...
No, excuse me. What is he doing here?
I'm sorry, I'm going to take care of this.
No, I will. You gentlemen have no right to attend this meeting.
Actually, we do. The bylaws states that any original employee has the right to petition the board anytime they meet. Dominic Barone has assigned that right to me.
He was fired. He no longer has that right.
Per section 17-5.c, Dominic wasn't given 3 days' notice, so technically he wasn't fired.
Which is why I do have the right to urge the board to accept the offer for the purchase of McKernan Motors. Now, I can tell you that this offer will keep manufacturing here and save jobs while retaining the flagship engine that put this company on the map, but I don't have to because it happens to be for way more goddamn money than the one in front of you right now. Hey, Bob, how are you? It's funny how you held out on me on that proper notice exception.
I didn't hold out. I made that up on the spot.
Really? On the spot? Remember that getting it stuff?
I know, right? I'm getting it.
Well, I was gonna say that, but now you ruined it. That's one thing you definitely get. How to ruin it.
How to ruin it?
I heard that. Miss Stone, correct me if any of this is wrong, but you and I both know it's not.
Please address me, not my client, Mr. Spector.
You mean your client who purchased $10 million of Lunardi Pharmaceuticals, and then a day later, word of their FDA approval got out, and the stock shot up to $30 million?
She purchased that stock for your clients, Bert Kimball and Dean Morello, based on a tip sheet handed out by your clients.
An allegation that tainted their reputation, yet the DOJ looked into it and found nothing.
That doesn't mean it didn't happen.
I'll turn your client over in person, no handcuffs. It'll be a country club prison. And I'll make sure that she's processed as gently as possible, as long as she admits that she made this trade of her own accord.
It's a crappy deal wrapped in pretty paper. Why aren't we dealing with the Department of Justice?
Because the DOJ wanted to put you behind bars for 7 years, and I got them down to 11 months. Look, it's a great deal. You're gonna sign it. You're gonna serve your year in prison. And every night when you climb into your bunk, you're gonna thank your lucky stars that Harvey Specter negotiated on your behalf.
Nobody's ever gonna believe me, and I don't have the resources to fight this thing forever. So I'll sign the goddamn deal. But I'm not thanking anybody. You here to make sure I don't change my mind about the deal?
No. Would you?
You know, my father was a teacher. He worked hard, followed the rules. Last year, the district cut his pension to save their budget. I went to Wall Street so I could make some money before getting into teaching myself. I never thought I'd have to worry if they let convicted felons teach.
Can I get you some water or something? I'm just gonna get you some water. No.
What?
She's gone.
Just because a pretty girl tells you a story doesn't mean it's true. If she'd gone to trial, the burden of proof would be on the prosecution, yet her own lawyer told her to take the deal, not to mention that innocent people don't run.
I think this fell out of her purse. I found it here.
Why are you telling me this now?
Because you were mad at me before.
So your answer to that is to delay giving me important information?
Well, when you put it like that.
Okay, I gotta smooth things over with the DOJ. That phone is our only lead. Try not to lose it before I get back. Okay?
Did you help Gabby when she was charged with insider trading?
Of course I did. She wasn't just a trader, she was my friend. I recommended a lawyer and let her borrow some cash after you guys froze her account.
That was Henderson. He's a stickler for procedure. Tell me, when was the last time you saw her? Bradley, let me inform you that withholding knowledge of the whereabouts of a known fugitive is a federal offense. Do you understand me?
Gabby came in here 20 minutes ago. She asked to borrow my key card to Morello Asset's offices, and I gave it to her.
Well, the department appreciates your honesty. Gabby, what are you doing?
That stock was on my tip sheet. It was on mine. If I could find that tip sheet, I could prove my innocence.
Is this what guilty people do?
I know they're your clients, but can you help me, please?
I'm sorry. You can either come with us, or we'll have the Department of Justice bring you in.
Hey, I forget. Why are we looking into Gabby Stone again? Oh, right, because I said she's innocent, and now you agree with me.
No, I don't agree with you that she's innocent. But if there's even the slightest chance that someone else is involved, they're putting the whole company at risk, and I can't have that.
Okay, so you disagree with what we agree about?
I'll agree with that.
These folders, you'll find every trade made by Morello Assets in the last year.
Personally delivered by Bert Kimball, I'm flattered.
Well, I just want to make sure you've got everything you need, Harvey. We really appreciate your diligence. Now I better get back to the office. The Australian markets are just opening up. Good to see you.
Always a pleasure, Bert.
Harvey, this is great. We can take these tip sheets and put the... What are you doing?
This guy's not that friendly to his own mother. He's hiding something, and I'm pissed.
What are you talking about?
Those aren't the real trades.
Okay, so how do we get them? Right, how do I get them? Hello?
You figure out how to get the most profitable trades yet, Mike?
The Morello brokers hang out at a bar called the Closing Bell. I'm on my way now.
Just remember, you're working. I'll talk to you later.
Pussies, I guarantee you, my biggest trades kick the ass out of your biggest trade.
I don't think so, brother.
Last month, I made $2 million on Cahill metals in 1 hour.
2 million? I made $4 million off of Montrolux back in February. That stock tripled overnight. What's up?
$4 million? Oh, that's adorable. How about the $6 million I just cleared on Rippian Micro Devices?
Oh, yeah? What do you think my boy here made on Piper Web Systems?
What, this guy? Right here.
Uh-huh.
I don't know, a pack of chewing gum in your sister's panties?
Oh, it's on. $7 million off of Drogan Limited, $8 million off of Epling RTX, $9 million off of RMA Integrated Products.
Well, gentlemen, greed is good.
Hey, so's his sister, right?
Come on, man, that's his sister. That's not cool.
Dude, you just made like the same joke.
Hey, Bradley's finally here. All right, ladies, listen, I got a split. It's been real. I'll get drinks next time, all right?
Right.
Make money, money, make money!
Hey, Harvey, come on. We gotta save Gabby.
Eberlini. Oh, you got a sweet place, dude.
Don't ever call me dude.
Do you think that maybe I could take it off your hands, like when you're going out of town, like a house sitting type situation?
Remind me to have Donna get your spare key. You have the trades?
Ta-da.
Good.
Hey, when can we,
Why didn't you fight this harder?
After I saw how much money the trade made, I suspected something. I went to Burt Kimball. He reassured me that I made a profitable trade and did nothing wrong. He even told me I had a $300,000 bonus coming at the end of the quarter. I should have gone to someone, said something. I made one mistake, and I'm gonna regret it for the rest of my life.
You thinking about Gabby?
I'm thinking about her lawyer.
What?
Knowing what she said, why would that Zegan guy agree to a deal that puts his client behind bars without even putting up a fight? I can't stand that kind of shoddy work.
He's a bad version of both of us. He doesn't care about his client, and he's not about winning.
He's got even less style than you.
I don't really see how that's relevant at all.
Hold on, how did she get this lawyer?
My friend Bradley.
The one who also works at Morello's.
Yeah.
I don't think Bradley's as good a friend as she thinks he is.
See, after I saw your client sitting in jail, I got to wondering, how'd she find you? I'm gonna call security, absolutely. See, it turns out that her friend Bradley recommended you. Bradley, who's been at Morello Assets for the past 7 years. So, I checked. You know what I found? You represented Burt Kimball in a civil suit 12 years ago. It just so happens that you also represented Lunardi Pharmaceuticals in their FDA approval proceedings. Doesn't mean anything. You see my relationship with the DOJ. You want me to point them in your direction? Or do you want to admit to me that Burt Kimball's paying you off?
He's a cancer. You don't cut him loose, he's gonna kill your whole company.
How dare you walk in here and accuse me with these things? I mean, you are my lawyer.
No, Bert. I'm the lawyer for Morello Asset Management. As far as the law is concerned, Dean Morello's my client, not you.
Dumb son of a bitch.
Bert, you're fired.
What?
Effective immediately.
You're gonna fire me because of this? Well, I hope you're happy. Because without me, this hedge fund's nothing.
I'll be happy when the Department of Justice puts your ass in handcuffs. Enjoy your freedom, Bert, because they're coming for you. And since you're a bigger trophy than Gabrielle Stone, you're gonna get a whole lot more than 11 months.
I can't tell you how grateful I am to both of you.
Never doubted you for a second.
Oh, Gabby, I wanted to give you something. Left it on your desk.
Thank you. All right, well, I'm gonna find some water.
You don't come back soon, we're sending out a search party.
You never doubted her for a second?
I didn't doubt her for a second. I doubted her for days.
Yeah, that's not what you just led her to believe.
People hear what they want to hear.
You remember Tori?
Of course. Nice to see you.
I told Jessica I don't really want to talk shop when we're here to support a good cause.
Well, that's the beautiful thing about a retainer. We're always on call when you need us.
So how can we help? It involves one of our most trusted senior VPs. Something recently came to light about his past. I'm shocked by it, really. Tell us where it hurts, and we'll make it go away.
We're firing Stan Jacobson.
Who?
Senior Vice President, Drybeck Accounting.
Our accounting firm?
Yes, they're our firm and our client.
How's that possible? They signed a conflict of interest waiver.
Look at that, he's actually learning how the law works. Acquaint yourself with Drybeck's company charter and Stan's original employment contract.
What'd he do?
He lied.
He lied? About what? Wait, let me guess. He cooked the books. Doesn't anyone on Wall Street put in an honest day's work anymore?
Actually, he's got a stellar record as a senior VP. He lied on his resume. Never got a CPA license, never even went to business school.
he lied about where he went to school and now he's getting fired?
Drybeck does the books for half of Wall Street. Word gets out that a senior staff is a fraud, they're gonna start bleeding clients. We have to do this fast and keep it quiet.
Stan, we're not here to go over any accounting business. You're here because you're being let go. It's not going to feel as surprising when you understand why. The firm looked into your background recently. They know you lied about passing the CPA exam. You were hired because of your outstanding credentials, and the reality is they never existed.
I've been there for 9 years. My work has been nothing but... I mean, why would this even matter now?
You have been committing fraud your entire career. The liability it presents...
No, I don't accept this.
Take a deep breath. Once you go over the severance numbers, you'll see that we've been more than fair.
Fair? You think this is fair?
We understand how difficult this must be, Stan, how you must feel right now.
You have no idea what I feel right now.
So I'm clear, you're not denying what we're presenting you with.
You mean that I lied? Back when Drybeck hired me? No. But I'm not some scam artist either. I did go to college, I just couldn't afford to graduate. No one ever questioned it before because I'm that good with numbers. How'd they find out all of a sudden?
They didn't. This background check is 5 years old.
What? It doesn't make sense.
Is this the original?
Yeah.
So Tori knew all this time?
Wait, you not think something funny's going on? You know what, here's what I think is going on. You're sympathizing with Stan because you think he's you. That doesn't mean that. You need to learn something from what just happened. Not the least of which is how anyone, no matter how valuable, can be let go. I can chalk up what happened with Stan to youthful exuberance, but Jessica can't. So if you want to work here, you better go home now, because if she sees
is she
you,
gonna fire me?
this habit of you empathizing with every client, it's not getting you anywhere. You want to work in this firm? You need to deal in facts, evidence, information that can hold up. That's what a real lawyer does.
You forgot this when you left.
I said I'm not signing anything.
It's nothing to sign. It's a lawsuit. You worked for Drybeck for 9 years, oversaw 80 clients, filed hundreds of tax returns, and fought 27 audits. Now, in light of your recently discovered fraud, all of that can now be called into question. Therefore, you are being sued for 9 years back pay, plus any expenses incurred to mitigate the damage you've done.
This would bankrupt me.
Or you can take what's behind door number 2.
It's Aberdeen.
Who?
It's not a who, it's a what. Drybeck is doing business with him, and I think that's where the problem was.
You don't get it, okay? I'm only leaving with one of these. And if it's the lawsuit, the first thing your friends upstairs are gonna ask you for is a big fat retainer. And when you tell them that Harvey Specter's the one who's suing you, you're gonna watch the color drain from their faces. Now, what would you like to do?
Have you ever heard of Aberdeen Solutions? Drybeck listed them as a consultant firm. They bill us every month for their management services.
Okay.
What does that mean?
I'll check with accounting.
I did. They can only tell me how much we pay them. So I called Aberdeen directly. It's an automated answering system. I left 6 messages, no returns. Stan mentioned it. Something just doesn't feel right.
Are you saying you want to investigate our client?
They're also our accountants.
And Tori is also a friend. Harvey, if you got caught
I wouldn't get caught.
I am explicitly telling you not to do this.
And I'll let you know what I don't find after I don't look into it.
Name of case and rough date?
Aberdeen versus Paula O'Neill, say 6 months ago.
Let's see. Says here that they were listed as a subsidiary of Drybeck in a wrongful termination suit.
That's it. That's what I'm looking for.
I can't print this out. I'll get tagged. Come around, take a look. Is that what you're after?
Yeah, that's it. But what's that?
That links to another court filing in relation to Aberdeen.
Click on it.
Says here that they filed for dissolution. Earlier today.
The whole company?
That's what it says. They're officially shut down.
I'm gonna need one more favor.
If the message you left was another trick to get me down here.
No tricks, I assure you. Come on in.
Stan, I'm Jessica
Oh,
Pearson.
yeah, I know who you are. You said if I accepted the severance agreement, there wouldn't be a lawsuit.
Well, there is one. But not against you. With you.
We know about Aberdeen. We know what Tori was orchestrating.
And with your help, we can expose her.
Why should I help you?
What have you got to lose?
Tell me what you need me to do.
Guys?
Hello, Tori.
Yeah, we hired Stan to do a little independent consulting on our behalf, and he's come up with some very interesting connections.
It was easy, even if I don't really have a degree.
There was that vacation you invited me on last year. To your new house in the Bahamas. A house you bought with money you stole from this firm. My firm.
Jessica.
Jessica, what?
You can't use any of this. We have attorney-client privilege.
With Drybeck Accounting, yes. With the shelf companies, no. And unfortunately for you, you're listed on the shelf companies.
You stole from me. You either come clean now, or the only time you'll see your children in the next decade will be during prison visiting hours.
So I'm gonna get my job back now, right?
Don't see why not.
No, Stan, you're not.
What?
Drybeck's going bankrupt after this all shakes out. Even if they don't, they're not gonna hire you back.
Why?
Because you falsified your resume.
What am I supposed to do now?
Well, we just got you more than your severance package. I suggest you use it to tide yourself over until you figure something out.
Stan, hey, your best asset is your mind. They can't take that from you.
A little mistake.
You could go back to school, become legitimate.
Start over. I never should have done it.